We'll be working on another sensory development. This is quite different from what you've been doing. It's like an outdoor exercise, but which you can also bring indoor. I always tell um, the trainees that we can bring our classroom indoor, and we can also take an indoor exercise to outdoor, rather than leaving your child to looking at the four walls of the classroom all the time. You can vary your your lesson stations. And as I said that, yes, Montessori work with materials, constructive materials, concrete materials, instructional materials. It depends on what you call it. We also extend this lesson to workbook. Normally we don't just go into the use of exercise books. We work with pictorial um, workbooks like this. Assuming you are talking of fruits, after taking a lesson in fruits, you can extend it to coloring of fruits. Are you talking about sounds? Yes. Take for instance, you are working with your child on p, which is for parrots. You can also extend it to coloring and to writing. Are you talking about body parts? You can extend it this way. Ask your child to touch teeth, touch nose, touch all the sensory organs and even beyond. So we work so much on paper or workbook once the child is able to write. This is another one. This under science on sinking or floating exercise. If you have done the practical one with your child, you can extend it to a workbook. All this we do during our training that is beyond this seminar. So I encourage you to register with us, for full gist of what Montessori education is all about. And it is reasonable. Our fee is very, very reasonable. Just talk to us so that you can go through the 5 curriculums area. Most people will tell me that we have attended Montessori, and when I ask them what they were taught or what they were trained on, maybe about 5 to 10 exercises on each of the curriculum area. But the fact is that Montessori curriculum is over 100 exercises, more than 100 exercises for each of the 5 curriculums area. And it's not only just learning how to use the material. How do you translate it into workbook? All this we do during the full training. These are last exercise on sensory development. This is sand tray, which I use as gardening activities. You can see I have series of materials here. They are all gardening tools. It's just like you are working on kitchen utensils. You concentrate on kitchen utensils. I have mirage of gardening materials here. If you are working with your child, don't bring everything out at the same time. Maybe 3 items at the same time. Why are you doing that? So that your exercise will not become monotonous to your child. It should not become uninteresting to your child. But each time you are working on gardening and you bring more material, it becomes fascinating for your child. It becomes attractive. Your child wants to know how are we going to use this new material in our gardening activities. So you have here, you can see my sand. This one can be done even on your dining with your child guided. Your child will not spray the sand. It's just within the working area. Here I have the gardening tools. I have shovel, something to scoop, I have rake, and I have uh, a tortoise here that you can use to mold tortoise, right on the ground there. And so many a prototype of animals, of sea animals, of gardening animals. And I have the scarecrow in your farm. If you don't want anybody to just come into your farm, this is scarecrow you just put in your farm. It's very interesting for your child. I have a tree here, I have stones here, I have a gate to guide against encroachment into the garden of your child. I have the workman there watching over the farm, and I also have something to wet the farm, and I have the truck, to carry one thing or the other. And I have tortoise enjoying itself within the farm, the garden, and I have lot of plants. This is a pocket for fetching water for you to wet your plants in your farm or in your gardening.